The military situation is becoming increasingly difficult around the eastern Ukrainian town of Bakhmut, President Vladimir Zelensky said on Monday, as many of Ukraine's battlefields turned to mud in the Bakhmut sector. The situation is constantly becoming more difficult, Zelensky said in his nightly address. The enemy is constantly destroying everything that can be used to protect our positions for fortification and defense. Russia's defense ministry claimed its forces destroyed a Ukrainian ammunition depot near the town, the focal point of Russia's advances in eastern Ukraine. Also shooting down 4 Hamas missiles and 5 drones launched by Ukrainian forces. Anti-war partisans claim to have severely damaged the Russian military aircraft in what an opposition leader has called the most successful diversion since the beginning of the war. Polled the Belarusian Partisan organization said it had used drones to strike the Matulishi airfield, 12 kilometers from Minsk, severely damaging a Belarus-50 airborne early warning and control aircraft. China has very clearly taken Russia's side and has been anything but an honest broker in efforts to bring peace to Ukraine. U.S. Department of State spokesperson Ned Price said at a news briefing on Monday, China has provided Russia with diplomatic support, political support with economic support, with rhetorical support, he added. Russia has given a lukewarm response to a Chinese peace plan to end the war in Ukraine, but said it was paying a great deal of attention to the detail. Kremlin spokesperson Dmitry Peskov said any initiatives that might bring peace closer were worthy of attention and Beijing's voice should be heard, but the nuances of the proposal are important, and for now, he didn't see any signs suggesting a peaceful resolution could be achieved. Any attempt to formulate theses for reaching a peaceful settlement of the problem is welcome, but of course the nuances are important. Peskov told the Izvestia Daily Russia will not resume participation in the START nuclear arms reduction treaty with the U.S. until Washington listens to Moscow's position, Kremlin spokesperson Dmitry Peskov said in remarks published on Tuesday. Russian President Vladimir Putin last week announced Russia's decision to suspend participation in the latest START treaty, after accusing the West of being directly involved in attempts to strike its strategic air bases, Peskov told the Daily Izvestia in an interview that the attitude of the collective West, led by the U.S. needs to change towards Moscow. The security of one country cannot be ensured at the expense of the security of another, Peskov said. Alexander Lukashenko, the president of Belarus, is due to visit Beijing on Tuesday for a meeting with China's President Xi Jinping in a high-profile trip, symbolizing the widening gulf between the US and China over the war in Ukraine. Xi's meeting with Lukashenko, a close ally of Putin, is seen internationally as a sign of where Beijing's sympathies lie. The U.S. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen met with Zelensky and other key Ukrainian government officials in a surprise visit to Ukraine to reaffirm Washington's support for Kyiv on Monday, following talks with Prime Minister Denis Shmyhal. Yellen said that the U.S. has provided nearly $50 billion in security, economic, and humanitarian assistance and announced another multi-billion-dollar package to boost the country's economy. Poland has announced a joint initiative with the European Commission to trace Ukrainian children who have been abducted and taken to Russia during the ongoing war in Ukraine. The aim of the scheme is to track down the missing children and to ensure those responsible abroad to justice, Poland's EU Affairs Minister, Szymon Szynkowski-Welczek, said we need to return the abducted children to Ukraine and punish Russia for its crimes. Smile, said a Ukrainian Nobel Peace Laureate, has called for the swift creation of a special tribunal to try Vladimir Putin and his associates for the crime of aggression. Alexandra Matvichik, the head of the Center for Civil Liberties, told The Guardian that a speedy start to war crimes trials against the Russian president and soldiers, it could have a cooling effect on atrocities committed by the Kremlin's invading forces. Chief Antonio Guterres has warned that respect for human rights has gone into reverse and called for a renewal of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights 75 years after its signing, pointing to the war raging in Ukraine and threats to rights from soaring poverty, hunger and climate disasters. Antonio Guterres said the declaration was under assault from all sides. He said that Russian invasion of Ukraine has triggered the most massive violations of human rights being witnessed in the world today. Thanks for watching.